Hello and welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack Duxbury. Oz is behind the camera, and this is...
D. Bingers.
Thanks for being with me.
Pleasure.
In this video, we're going to break down the song called One for Buddy, which you can see the full video without me stopping and Dan teaching it to you on the Nord official website and on their YouTube channel. It came about, right, because of the videos. You tell us a bit more how this came about.
Yeah, I think it was just, you know, having come down here loads of times to do videos about Nords, and specifically recently the Nord Stage 4 videos, they've got in contact, asked if I wanted to come down, bring a band down and play a few tunes, and I did.
It came up with it.
Yeah.
So this one's called One for Buddy. I've got it on my phone here. We're going to pause and stop along. We've even got some new tech, so hopefully you'll be able to see all the notes Dan's playing. And we're going to talk about not only the harmony, but the patch, because I helped make the patches with you as well. So maybe I know a bit about what's going on behind the patch. Let's go and listen to the intro, baby. Right.
That's the intro, yeah. I mean,
what's going on?
In the intro, not a great deal actually, because we're just kind of setting up the sort of, you know, the atmosphere of the song, sort of. So it's just a very simple. So you know, all the other licks are sort of like, you know, I'll do it different every time, but essentially all it is, it's just a loop going between this, which is sort of like an F sus to the major, and then the things I'm doing around it are all just based on whatever, you know, F major pentatonic. And then I've put the odd little thing like that in. I think I do that one and that one. You know, just like. In fact, I may as well just show that. It's like a. I like that sort of interval, like 1, 2, and major 7. They sound good everywhere. Sort of, I don't know. That's all I'm doing really over that intro, just
Brilliant.
Bits and pieces like that.
And not to equate this at the same level of that music, but sonically what's going on, you've got just a piano in here, and let's find out what model you're using. Monitor, and then this, Velvet Grand.
Very nice.
Velvet Grand. We've got the keyboard touch on medium, which isn't very important, Jack. What is important is dynamic comp is on, which evens it out a little bit. We've explained it in another video. It's evening out the velocity, not compressing the sound. So it adds to that kind of even fit. It sounds beautiful. You're even playing anyway. And just a bit of the organ, and you can see what's out there, which is just a little bit on these drawbars. You can see the lights. And that's one little tip, is harmonically, sometimes the right drawbar setting, you need to experiment. Yeah,
absolutely.
That fits in there. And this is how it was from the session. Again, these patches will work with a band. Oh yeah, on the piano, it's actually in a room reverb.
Yeah.
And it's on dark mode. And on the organ, it's going through the new spring reverb.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Cool, so there we go, product stuff. Let's more music.
The verse, a few more chords going on in this one. I hit layer scene 2, which brings up this lead sound. So I'll just play a little bit of a, it's all, you know, a lot of it, the main part of this sort of verse is all over F. And then the second time round, and then we'll move on to this next bit.
Really good. Just on that bit, boring patch-wise,
Yep.
when you brought it, layer scene 2, that's a new thing in the Nord Stage 4. which acts, if you're familiar with the old Nord stage, you had different panels. This allows you to basically instantly beam to a different arrangement of volumes and settings on the panel. So that's pinged on, and we can hit solo and this. And if Dan plays the same, do you mind playing the same chords?
Yeah.
This is an amazing new feature, which is high and low note priority. And as simple as, we've got a pretty simple synth sound there, right? I won't go into detail about that. But what's special about it is that this high button that's lit up here in the voice section means that whatever chord Dan's playing, the highest note will be the one that voices the synth. And that means that it's tracking the melody.
Yeah.
And one of the things I love about your videos is that I think on some of the other Nord videos, they're all amazing, but I can smell a backing track. And I've got a real personal vendetta against backing tracks, having been stuck with them for years. And I think that if you can get rid of them, brilliant. And this is one of those features that
helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before there was no way you could have played those full voicings. We'd have to do some really crazy MIDI filtering.
Or splitting in some weird way where, where this is just genius.
You just turn it on and then it'll follow the highest note. We'll keep going. Nice one, Danny boy. Working the rotary.
Yeah. So then, okay, I'll take you through to that bit. Seemingly, I probably took it. I was back to just the piano and organ in this bit, and then in this bit, it's the same chords as the intro first. So it's just that, basically, on a loop.
And you're working that a little bit?
Yeah, I was working the rotary a little bit in the...
And what's nice is also to smooth that all out, if you're struggling at home to smooth those things, because sometimes people forget that you can shift and sustain pedal, and it means that the organ and piano are being controlled by the sustain pedal.
Exactly.
Which means that it all sounds smooth together. If you don't do that, the organ will just die off. That's one little tip. We'll keep going. Little comment on the band. Who's in the band and why are they awesome?
We've got Jeremy Stacey on drums, who's a legend.
Google it.
Yeah. Similarly, all of the guys in the band are Eve Fernandez on the bass and Ben Jones, a very old friend of mine, on guitar.
This is all live and thoroughly worth listening to. And shout out to the guys at Soundtech who filmed it all up there in Hitchin.
And you've got this sort of verse again. So we've got this, we've got that again. Milking those chords over and over again.
Pulling out a bit more of the drawbars, it sounds like. But you're covering 3 keyboards there.
Yeah.
He's alright, isn't he?
Yeah.
Again, with that sustain pedal on the org, it just smooths everything out. That's it, really.
Yeah,
and then the sections, the patches. With regards to the patch and getting hold of it, if you want to if you've got an Nord Stage 4 and you want this, you're going to have to just badger Dan on, where can they find you? On Instagram?
Instagram was the one, I guess, yeah.
Awesome. What's the handle on it?
At Dan Bing Music, DANBING.
So go on there, and if you want it, message Dan, and if enough of you want it, we'll make sure that you can get hold of this patch. And look out for another video we're doing breaking down the other song that's up there. But other than that, could you play us out a bit with this patch and just hear it on its own? Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here, Oz. And we've got these out in the store to try. One of the few places that you can actually get your hands on the Nord Stage 4 at the moment. So come in and try it. Thank you, brother.
Cool.